This guy will jump on it. He jumps routes. He plays splits of receivers as good as anybody. Browns fires. Watch him. He's there before the receiver. And I watch this guy and how he prepares and how he studies. And he guesses, but he guesses intelligently. He was on this route before the receiver was on it.
And that's Dave Brown's first interception, Jerry, in well over 4 games and 124 passes. He had a great streak. The last time he was picked off was down in October against Arizona. Gardner's in the backfield. First down and 10 yards to go from the 38-yard line. Gardner wants to throw the ball. With the rush coming on, he escapes. He's got to get to the 28 for the first down, and he dives to the 29. Michael Strahan wrapped him up. Now for a McDonald's game break. Let's go back to Hollywood for the first time, and here's James Brown.
Hey, Kevin, Bears offense has been clicking all season. Eric Kramer play action, drilling his league-leading 24th touchdown pass this season. This one, a tight end, Keith Jennings. 7-0 Bears. Back to Kevin and Jerry.
And that is a big game for Wayne Fontes and the Detroit Lions today.
And that's Kramer, who used to play for Detroit. They let him go away. They didn't want him, and there he is, lining up, beating you.
Tied at 7. Eagles and Giants. Second down, 1 yard to go with Waters in the backfield. And Waters gets the call. Going right into the teeth of that Giant defense. And he picks up the first down, working to the 25-yard line as you see Atlanta with an early lead on St. Louis.
Here's what the Giants like to run. The 2 tight ends and the single back. Watch these people slam and slide, come off and make the block. One-on-one. Watch him cut back off the nose. Get to your right. Jesse Campbell, the strong safety, has to play on the line of scrimmage to stop that run. That's right where he was.
Ricky Waters, 5th in the NFL in rushing coming into today. Gets the first down there. So it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Giant 25. Look at the time for Rodney Peete. Wide open is receiver Calvin Williams. First down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 11 yards.
What's amazing, there's 3 receivers going out to the strong side, and this is Williams, the receiver, all the way from the other side of the formation. All these people are going to come out here, and this guy's going to come all the way across. They are putting more people into the zone than what they... There he is. That's the 4th guy into the strong side zone, the 4th person.
Tough for a secondary linebacker to keep track of guys like that coming across.
When all that happens, you better have pressure on the quarterback. You better be knocking him down by that time.
Garner, a 1st and 10 run inside the 5 and 2, the 3, and a gain of 11 again. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
And that's a lead. No trickery. Here we come, coming at you straight ahead. Watch the lead blocker. There's the fullback first, Waters. He had a low cut block. Giants got to tackle better. Got to put your hat on him and run with him.
So the Eagles trying to capitalize on another Giant turnover that we have seen constantly throughout the season. First down and goal at the 3. Saxon and Waters. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He made it look easy.
And that time the other block was leading for Waters. And Waters cut in behind the nose, did not follow the lead back, and ran right over.
Ricky Waters, who had 2 rushing touchdowns last week against Denver, has his 5th of the season, his 1st of the day against the Giants. So both teams have turned it over once, and Jerry, both teams have capitalized on the other's mistake. This will give a nice 14-7 lead over the Giants on the extra point by Gary Anderson. So Waters and the Eagles cash in on a Dave Brown interception. It's 14-7 Philadelphia.
Amanda. What? True or false? Botticelli painted The Birth of Venus.
The lady in the clamshell painting, right?
Ooh, that is so cool. I'd go out with him if he were alive.
If he were alive, he wouldn't go out with you.
Look at this. Come here.
Oh my. What's this cool?
Dividing bacteria.
Cambodia
And varied chemical composition. Some plants are actually carnivorous. Did you just see that? Go away! Wait a minute. What if that's your older brother?
Who knows?
Kevin?
Okay, new rules. Individuals are no longer more important than the team.
You want to get a championship? Put it in here. Nobody can do it alone, but together we can do it.
Sports magazines include more team photos. More game balls go to linemen. We all play more as a team. We pat someone on the butt when they fail and celebrate like madmen when they succeed. Starter, it's about team.
When they were small, we had a little sports car.
And then they got bigger, so we had to get a 4-door.
So we leased a new Volkswagen Jetta, $219 a month. Nice, huh? German-engineered front-wheel drive Jetta comes with rack and pinion steering, daytime running lights, dual airbags. It's a great driving car.
It's got a big back seat.
And a huge trunk.
Weimaraners come from Germany.
Maybe that's why they like driving so much.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
Al's got a nude photo of Shannon Tweed, and she'll do anything to get it back.
If you weren't married.
Oh, I'm not married. Married with Children, a brand new episode tonight on Fox.
Philadelphia Eagles have built a 14-7 lead over the New York Giants. Ricky Watters has already had a 57-yard rushing attempt today. That time banged in from 3 yards away, and the McMillan interception off Dave Brown set it up for the New York Giants defense to try to stop a Philadelphia offense that has been unstoppable so far.
And not Herschel Walker on the last kickoff return looked like he's tippy-toeing up through there.
Tyrone Wheatley will take it at the 20-yard line, and he is blocked at the 25. A nice hit on the play by Sylvester Wright, number 52. And here's the touchdown by Waters.
And watch the right guard and the right that he's going to slam. This is Boatswain, and wait for Antonio Davis to get him. When he gets him, he'll slide off and pick up the strong safety, Jesse Campbell, and allows the back to run up through there. Watch it. Slam and slide. It's called slam. Hold him. Let the tackle get him. Now get off. And now get your helmet on the 37, Campbell, and lets the back run on through there.
First down and 10, handoff, and it goes to Rodney Hampton, who's out by the 30 and picks up 5 on first down. Brought down eventually by Kurt Gavea.
And Hampton is just, he's like Ricky Waters. They run hard. They run after contact, so don't be upset if they fumble. Because the guys that don't fumble are guys that hit the turf the minute they get touched. So Ricky Waters fumbled early, but you keep on running him because he'll give you that second, third effort.
Herschel Walker comes to the bottom of your screen. Second down and 5 with Rodney Hampton in the backfield from the 30 of the Giants. And Hampton again finds room and has the first down, dragging a defender, Gavea, out to the 37-yard line. Good block by the left guard, Greg Bishop.
It's hard to tell the age on Rodney Hampton. Nothing changes for him. He's a full-speed contact runner. People hit him. He drags them. He cuts. And I think if you're going to pick a player for the Giants that really gives a chance, Rodney Hampton's a guy. If they want to win, they got to give him the ball 26 times today. Let him go try to win the football game.
From the 37-yard line, first down and 10 yards to go. Once again, Hampton, probably the only real offensive superstar this team has, and he dives for 3 to the 40, where he met Andy Harmon on the defensive line.
Unusual. The right guard, Lance Smith, is pulling, but Hampton sees there's an opening there. He's going to pull, and he's supposed to follow him, but he doesn't like it, and he cuts where the guard leads. Watch it. The guard pulls. He doesn't like what he sees. He cuts it on back and runs right at you. Full speed contact running back.
And an unrestricted free agent after this season. Will they sign him or won't they?
You can't let a guy like Rodney Hampton leave. He is the New York Giants. He's the guy.
Second down and 7. Hampton has carried it 3 consecutive times. In motion, they send Chris Callaway, and Brown for a 4th consecutive time gets it out to Hampton. And he's to the 42 and chopped down by William Fuller. That'll bring up 3rd and about 5.
And I think what they're trying to do is give the quarterback 3rd and not long, not 7+. So that's why you bang at him again the second down. He goes to cut her back, and William Fuller gets a trip on him with his left hand. Sometimes that'll pull your arm out of the socket.
3rd down and 5, 14-7 Philadelphia. Late in the first quarter from Veterans Stadium. Lewis has got a touchdown, goes in motion outside. And it's a 3 down for Brown, who gets the pass off to Lewis, but who drops it at the 43. And there's Johnny Greer, our referee today here in chilly Philadelphia. A dank 45-degree windy day.
Ronnie Dixon, the defensive tackle, jumped and got in the neutral zone before the snap.
And it's against Philadelphia. Green Bay on top of Cleveland 7-3.
I used to love the coach a game when Greer was the official. He always is in charge. He'll always listen if you're making any kind of sense at all. If you're, if you're off on Planet Rock, it doesn't matter. But if you're making any sense, he listens.
Offside, defense, the nose guard, first down.
What were you telling me before that different crews are known for calling different things?
He's noted for a guy that has control of the game, but he's also noted for listening to you if you have a gripe, and he'll go look at your gripe and your complaint, providing you're making some kind of sense and you're not spitting up on yourself.
Trying to get the time here. It's 1:30, and you are giving a compliment to a referee.
Hey,
this is big news. First down and 10. Giants at their own 47-yard line to fake a nice bootleg by Brown, who's being chased by Mamula and sacked for the first time today. And for Mamula, his third sack of the season.
And the Eagles aren't real happy with the way he's playing, but young defensive linemen have trouble when they start off. He chased the fake. Now he found out it wasn't a handoff. And he good speed to run him down and catch the quarterback.
Mamula's coming off his best game last week against the Denver Broncos.
And it's funny, we've looked at all the young defensive linemen that are drafted last year, and it takes them a while. It takes, like Strahan, it's taken him a couple of years, but he'll develop into a real good one.
Second down, 13. Brown with another play fake and some pretty good time. And the throw to Lewis, who's got to get to the 43 and is at the 44-yard line. Finally brought down by William Thomas. A pickup of 12 when they needed 13.
I'm watching the quarterback play fake, and you can tell he's got a new quarterback coach, because the quarterback coach they brought in helps this guy. His play fakes this year, talking about Brown, are so much better.
Steve DeBerg really learned that from Sam Weiss down in Tampa.
If you ever see a Sam Weiss ex-quarterback, then they pass it along. They know how to ball handle and how to make fakes, and that's what Brown's improved on.
Dan Reeves told us yesterday that now DeBerg is getting involved with some of the play selection and some of the offensive game planning.
Well, he's the young coach, and he's feeling his way too, but he'll get better.
3rd and 1. First down by Rodney Hampton as he bulldozes his way to the 36. Gain of 8.
You look at the Giants. What has to happen to the Giants? They got Jumbo Elliott. They got Brian Williams. Well, if you got the good line, feed the stud. And Rodney Hampton is still a premier back in this league. Look at the lead. Look at him cut right off and make the linebacker hit air.
Okay, he's got 7 carries. You said he had to carry a minimum of 26 times today.
If he carries 26 times a day, the Giants are in this game, and they can win this football game.
First and 10 from the 36, and again it goes to Rodney Hampton, who cut and darts inside the 30. Picks up 6 yards on first down. Mamula finally tagged him.
I'm standing at the 45-yard line, and on that play, there's white jerseys laying on the ground. It's like a bowling ball. He's just scattering those defensive guys. That's the fun of watching this. He's a linebacker with the football. He's after him physically.
But he reads it nicely in front of him, doesn't it?
He reads it and cuts it. If they get 26 rushes out of Rodney, he's got 8. They got a shot at winning this thing.
So that's ball control. That means that Hampton's also having a good day if he gets 26.
Absolutely.
Second down and 4. 9th play of the Giant drive. They trail by 7. Again, Rodney Hampton, his 8th carry. And they drag him down from behind as he's close to a first down to the 26, and Andy Harmon was riding him. And we've got 30 seconds remaining with a little bit of snow swirling around Veterans Stadium now.
Well, the Eagles got tired of this too, so he says, I'm going to come up here and stop the run, and we're going to build an 8-man front because Rodney's having a day, but he gets through because the wide receiver cracked the man that came up. It was unbelievable. The split in, little old rookie Lewis got in there, and he cracked the guy and allowed Rodney Hampton to get past the safety that walked up. We got some ball going on today.
Now, the first meeting between these two teams in mid-October at Giant Stadium, the Giants had only 84 yards rushing against the Philadelphia Eagles, and already they got 47 through 1 quarter.
Well, you know the old rule, feed the stud. I'm looking at the Giants. Who be the stud? Rodney Hampton. Feed him that ball. Make him tote that thing all day.
They want to try to get some time today, too, for Tyrone Wheatley and Keith Elias and Charles Way, some young kids on the offensive line. This was going to be one of those games, as you see Way leading Hampton. It's 3rd and inches. Pierce was in motion. Hampton, he has the first down, moving the pile to the 23.
I like this big Way guy. He didn't play the last thing. You know, he's leading the way on that lead, and he's scattering some people.
Charles Way, who was born in Philadelphia, with a nice first down lead block for Dan Reeves. It's Philadelphia 14, the Giants 7. Raw And the 11th play of the drive coming up for the Giants as we start the second quarter. On the 23, nice fake.